Sorry, I was in the wrong section, gang. So and I don't think my recipient is on right now either. So I am pleased to announce the award for Lorena. Lorena has, I got my note on her that I helped with, and then her co-chair on the reflections, Jen Messenheimer. And so Lorena, Jen says, Lorena was amazing this year during reflections. She is the hardest working volunteer I have ever worked with. Literally everything we normally do for reflections, both at the school level as well as at the district level, had to be rethought and executed in entirely new ways due to COVID. Not only did she come up with new platforms for turning in and judging artwork virtually and online, she also planned 2 different award ceremonies in hopes that we might have been able to do something in person. Ultimately, we did have to resort to the Zoom ceremony, but she also created some great online art galleries to showcase students' artwork throughout the district. Despite the craziness of the year, the Reflections program was a huge success. Thanks to her ideas and technological know-how, it was a pleasure working with her this year. And then the other one we have is, since I met her back in elementary school at Prestonwood, she has always been so passionate about the fine arts. She is continually thinking of new ideas and ways for others to help others. She helps students, staff, parents, you name it. She is always there to help. She's always available to lend a hand to help decorate or create a beautiful setting for a program. If there isn't money in the budget to buy something, then leave it to her to come up with a clever way to make it. She doesn't give up on an idea when it will benefit the kids. She will come up with alternate solutions so that it can be completed. She gives of herself selflessly and always has a smile on her face. It is my honor to present the award to Lorena.
All right, congratulations to Lorena Sapiens and Tina Finks, our 2 Golden Apple Award winners. Our next award is the Golden Mom Award, and I'm gonna now yield the floor to Andrea Haynes, one of last year's winners. Andrea?
Okay, thank you. I have 2 to present. So the first, I don't think our second recipient's here, but I know Allison is. So our first Golden Mom Award goes to Allison Fisher. Allison has done an amazing job taking on the role of Mom Store head chair. And let's be honest, it's not the easiest role at times, but throw in a pandemic along with it, and well, I would say she's earned hero status. She saved the day and was able to handle a crazy homecoming season of unknowns with ease. In fact, sales were even better than we had anticipated. She has worked numerous hours, of which many were probably not documented. She has dreamt of making moms in her sleep, and one side effect of sharing the story is that your brain is now cluttered with words in phrases such as super lane, holographic versus laser, where do I buy boa and bling? And don't worry, we can fix that. Oh, and did I mention she has a part-time job? So yep, superhero material. Allison started out with very little knowledge of how to make a mom and kept saying, I'm not very creative. Well, that wasn't true. It didn't take her long to figure things out, learn how to make just about everything and anything, and turn out some incredibly beautiful moms. Allison's straightforward, laid-back attitude and witty humor have made it a pleasure to work with her these past several years, and I'm blessed to call her a friend as well. Congratulations, Allison. Okay. And then I can't hear her. And our second recipient for the Golden Mom Award goes to another well-deserving individual, Christy Mickey. I don't think she's here with us. Christy has been with us for several years helping out on the sales room floor. Last year, she traded her sales hat for working behind the blue curtain where the creative magic happens, and we could not be more excited. Christy immediately hit the ground running, asking questions, learning how things were made, and took to making moms with ease. She has a fun and laid-back attitude that makes her a joy to work with. Christy has done a great job not only making beautiful moms, but also has helped bring us current into the world of social media with her clever Insta post of bears and giving everyone a sneak peek at what goes on behind the scenes. She has brought a new energy and creativity to the Mom Store, and we're very thankful. Congrats, Christy.
Thank you, Andrea. And congratulations to Allison and Christy. Our next award is the Spirit of Pearce Award. And this award is given to parents who have made a difference at Pearce over time, and their youngest child is graduating this year. And to announce our first winner for this award, I'm gonna turn it over to Jordan Capetta.
There are certain, oh, okay, we okay? Sorry, there are a couple of us in the room. There are certain sounds that I associate with Pearce High School. Ringing bells, squeaking shoes in the hallways, teacher voices drifting down the halls, the jingling of cowbells during that one Friday in October, the constant ding-dongs of students joining and leaving Zoom, and of course, lots of laughter and shouts down the hallways. One sound that has died away from the Pearce halls is the clanking of lockers being opened and slammed shut. Students just don't use lockers anymore, with the exception of the ones right outside my classroom. But make no mistake, it's a glorious sound. The Pearce Food Pantry is located in these lockers, and there's a food fairy that visits these lockers several times a week. Tabitha Bishop has been our resident food fairy slash angel for 4 years. She has spent countless hours making sure the lockers are stocked with good food. Countless hours. I'm a math teacher, but I don't even want to count that high. Students are assigned a locker, and once a week they fill out a form to communicate their needs. Tabitha brings in carts of food and makes sure that the storage lockers are full of the essentials. Then she fills each student's individual locker with his or her requested items. Students can come by at their convenience throughout the week to pick up what they need. It always makes me smile when I hear the closed, because there's so much goodness and love in those lockers. Thank you, Tabitha, for helping so many kids and families. Thank you for helping us meet the needs of our students beyond academics and taking care of the whole child. Not only does your effort provide nourishment for students, but it also brings them security and comfort.
Thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you. A lot of people donate. It's a huge thing. It's not just me, but thank you. It's a team effort, and the community's the best member. Thanks.
And now to announce our second winner, I am gonna hand it over to Tabitha.
Okay. Our next winner, when I think of this person, I think of a big heart, boundless energy, and just always there for students, for parents. Aki has done a wonderful job. Yes, we love Aki. She has been involved in Pearce PTA doing the e-news, and very patient when I was sending things to her. She always was very patient with formatting and deadlines and was just always there to help. Also, Aki is a very active member of the Pearce Theater Booster Club, and I don't know what we'd do without her. Aki, you're wonderful, and you're going to be missed. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe you said that. I was so happy for you.
No.
Sorry, I'm still at work because I was out last week for theater.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Very nice.
Okay, now do I say Tiffany?
Actually, yeah, I've got something to add. So like Tabitha said, Aki's worked tirelessly with the Pearce Theater over the last 4 years. She's been on the theater board and always is the first to volunteer for any task to make the shows a success. And there's lots of last minute tasks. She also served on the PTA board while I was president. And again, in her PTA role, she volunteered for any RISD committee or extra job when it became available. What I admire about her is that she's got this amazing ability to focus on all the details, which I can't, but still see the big picture. And she's always so calm and poised and really fun to work with. So I'm really happy that she's recognized today. Congrats, Aki.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So kind.
Okay, congratulations to you too. Our next award is the Bursting with Pierce Pride Award. And this award is given to individuals who have made a difference at Pierce High School. So this one is open to parents, students, teachers, faculty, everybody. And for our first award, I think, is Lorena on now?
So she's on, but she's having a hard time with her sound. So I'm going to read for her.
Okay.
And then if you can have Lisa go last in our order, that would be great.
Okay.
All right. So hang on just a second. Let me get my notes from Lorena. So Lorena wanted to nominate Mr. Gast. She says the Reflections program in high school is challenging for students because they do not have a lot of time to dedicate to this program due to having a lot of activities and responsibilities. For this reason, teachers play a very fundamental role. Throughout the 6 years that I have been in the Reflections program at Pierce, Walter Gast has not only supported the program, but has also created an environment for students to advance to the state level. This year was one of the hardest years where very few teachers were able to keep helping, but Mr. Gast increased the amount of the students that participated. Reflections is a program for students to be able to express themselves, and Mr. Gast has allowed for that opportunity, and I couldn't be more thankful. He gets a special Reflections Award, so this trophy symbolizes our appreciation. So thank you, Mr. Gast. Awesome. All right.
Okay, and now to announce our second winner. Miss Biddle, are you here?
I am. All right, let me find it. For this award, Grace Gill is a Pierce High School graduate and has been back at PHS as the director for choir for the past 3 years. Grace gives of herself 100%. She is also a wife and a mommy of a young child, Cooper, but still finds time to be a forever teammate for all of us in fine arts. If you ever walk into the choir room, you would know how much students love Grace. They are always in the room excited just to spend time with Miss Gill because she fills them with confidence in themselves, and it doesn't hurt that she's possibly one of the funniest people ever. Oh, don't let me look at Grace. I'm going to cry. As the head theater director, we work together all the time. And if the Fine Arts Musical isn't enough together time, we continue to create ways to collaborate to bring more opportunities to our Pierce Fine Arts students. Grace is a Pierce community member, and she can often be seen walking on the Pierce streets. Kind of made her sound like she might be like, she's not a hooker, but a little bit sounds like that, the way I wrote. Walking the Pierce streets in her PHS colors and always bursting with Pierce pride. That is why I nominate one of my favorite work and out of work besties, Grace Gill, for the Bursting with Pierce Pride Award.
Oh my gosh, Bids, I love you. That's so nice. And no, I live in the neighborhood. I don't walk the streets. But I live in the neighborhood. So I do have an active toddler. Oh my gosh, Bids, I love you. I'm like crying. You know I'm against, so.
But wait, there's more.
All right. I get to add something.
Yep.
So Grace has such a positive attitude with the choir and theater groups, especially this year. Singing has been such a challenge during this pandemic, and that's an understatement. Singing has probably been the hardest thing to do. But Grace never got discouraged. She figured out ways for choir to perform, and even was able to produce a Forte show this year when it seemed unlikely that it would happen. She's, like Heather said, super involved in all the Pierce musicals and works so many extra hours to help make the productions a success. She brings so much energy to the Fine Arts department at Pierce, and as a result, inspires all of her students to excel. And we just love her, and we're so glad she's here. Congrats.
Thank you, Tiffany. That's so nice.
All right, and to announce our last award winner for the Bursting with Pierce Pride Award, I have Lisa Gregg.
All right, so I am reading a recommendation from Coach Ewing, and it is for Miss Carrie Breedlove. Is she joined with us now?
She's back.
All right. So Miss Breedlove has been nominated for the Bursting with Pierce Pride Award this year. And Coach Ewing, who recommended, said Miss Breedlove joined the Pierce team in arguably one of the most difficult times in education. She displayed amazing leadership right away. I feel the greatest accomplishment she has had this year is keeping the faculty and the student morale high. I truly believe after safety, this is a leader's most important job. Mrs. Breedlove loves the Pierce community. You cannot do all the things she does, like attend sporting events, fine arts performances, do fun days for teachers, and so much more, and not love the community. This cannot be faked. She cares about each of us and shows it. Her attitude and passion for Pierce is contagious. She inspires me and keeps me excited about being a Pierce teacher and coach. She also has a candy jar that I hit pretty often in her office. Thank you, Ms. Breedlove, for all the pride you show in the community that I love, Coach Ewing. And then I also recommended you as well, because I think you're quite fabulous. So I said, Carrie is an advocate for all things students at Pierce, and from day one jumped in and supported all student sports, activities, concerts, organizations, and so much more. She is always smiling, an infectious smile that spreads good vibes wherever she is. She is always bursting with pride. She has come out to several golf tournaments this year, which speaks volumes to the players and the parents, and she's done it all while balancing her many other responsibilities, all of which I have no idea what they are, but I know that there are a myriad of them. I often think, how does she get it all done? I have no idea, but she does it with style and with a smile. And we appreciate you for all that you do and look forward to your continued leadership at Pierce.
Thank you, Lisa. That's super nice.
Thank you.
I was at the golf tournament last week and someone said, "Are you not working today?" And I'm like, I think this is work.
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
Like I feel like it's work. No, seriously, like this has been a dream team. And I look at Grace on here and I see Heather, and I don't know if Toby and all them, but I'm with Katie Hightower tonight and Maddie, and we're with the Pacesetters, and like there's seriously no place I'd rather be. And leaving Lake Highlands Junior High was probably the hardest decision I ever made. And walking into Pierce with parents and the community and students and the staff has just been, it's made this year just not bearable. It's made it so much better than I could have ever dreamed and imagined. So I just appreciate your support, Erin, all of you on this call. I mean, the job is big, but there's nothing more important than leading students and staff in this community. So thank you for the opportunity, and thanks so much for all that you've done this year for all of us.
And now I am going to pass it back to Jenny.
Okay. Congratulations to Mr. Gass, Ms. Gill, and Ms. Breedlove. Our next award is the Coach Joe Munger Do Your Best Award. And Coach Joe Munger was the girls' golf coach. He passed away from cancer in early 2015. Coach Munger used to tell his girl golfers, do your best. So that is the name of this award. It is given to a coach, faculty member, or student who has given exceptional effort and determination to achieving their goals. And to announce our first winner, I'm going to send it to Miss Gandy.
Hi. So I am here to give this award to Alan. And I want to really give props to Alan because he started his day this morning at 8 a.m. getting virtual onto the virtual elementary school to speak to all of our sixth graders for sixth grade signing day. So he started that at 8, did not miss his BC calculus class, and then spent his afternoon going over to RHS and recording a district video for Avid, and then was on this. So I have been coordinating with Alan all day to get him all over the place on Zoom, and he's done a fantastic job. So what I'll say is that Alan is without a doubt one of our top seniors this year. I think every teacher would say that he's been the most remarkable virtual student. He's probably one of 3 who has their video on. He unmutes and talks to us. And for teachers this year, that means everything. He's continued to take his education so seriously, even in this context, even with everything conspiring to pull him in another direction. He's an avid student who's applied for more schools and scholarships than anyone, which this week has paid off. He was just awarded a huge scholarship from UTD as one of only 20 students given this offer. As an avid student, he's a role model that we want to put in front of all of his peers and all of his underclassmen. As an SOS lifeguard, he leads lessons to in-person freshmen while projected on the screen over Zoom, and he holds their attention, which is something I could not do. When we ask for volunteers, he's always the first one to say yes. I do not know a student who's more respectful, thoughtful, or ready to step into the world than Alan. He is a remarkable human being and so deserving of this recognition tonight. Alan, thank you for being you. You're not really leaving. You're going to be one of my tutors. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Gandy, for recommending this. Really appreciate it. It's definitely a big surprise coming from the left field. A tear might drop, but don't worry, it's out of happiness. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I wish I had some kind of speech, but the best thing I can do is just say thank you. And I'm gonna continue to work hard and show that I still care and it's dedicated as a student, even out of high school.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Alan. Very deserving. And Miss Sala is going to announce our next winner.
All right. Our next Do Your Best award goes to Mandy Brady. Mandy Brady is one of the most incredible educators, and we are very lucky to call her ours. She excuse me, she works diligently for her students, always making sure that they are deeply cared for and well prepared for success in math and in life. Pierce got instantly stronger the year Mandy joined us from Park Hill. She will accept nothing but the best version of herself as a teacher and a human. Her work ethic is unmatched, and both her students and colleagues and friends benefit from that work each and every day. Mandy cares so genuinely for others and will bend over backwards to help any student and any team member, no matter what else she has going on in her life. She is truly one of the best humans you will ever meet. So congratulations to my best friend, Mandy Brady.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. I was just gonna say thank you.
You do all seem to have the same colored backdrop. Yeah, that cat's out of the bag. Okay, our next award is the Community Booster Award, and that award, it's a new one this year for someone who is part of the Pierce community but is not a parent or a student or on staff. And that award is going to be announced May 27th at our end of the year luncheon, because we wanted all of the staff and faculty to be there present when the community members are present instead of just via Zoom. And then that brings us to our last award, which is our PTA Lifetime Membership Award. This award, since 1909, the Texas PTA has made available the Honorary Texas Life Membership as one of the highest honors that may be presented to individuals for outstanding service to children and youth. To announce our award, we have one of these, one winner tonight, and to announce that person, I'm going to hand it over to Jordan Capetta again.
I teach on a hall. We handle our classes a lot better than we're handling this right now. I'm sorry. I teach on a hallway that's out of the way and a little bit hidden unless you're looking for it. Those of us on our hall call it platform 9 3/4. And fittingly, we have a colleague that we lovingly refer to as Dumbledore because she's the embodiment of the magical headmaster of Hogwarts. Dumbledore may be a fictional character, but in our opinion, he's one of the greatest educators of all time. Toby Brooks consistently goes out of her way to support her students, and she's always working to develop new and creative strategies and lessons to help students understand even the most challenging concepts. She selflessly shares her ideas with her colleagues so all students at Pierce can benefit from her awesomeness. Toby is a believer that all students can grow and achieve high levels of success, and she cares very deeply for each of her students. Her students love her and want to work hard for her. She is incredibly patient and willing to give each student as much help as he or she wants. As the math department chair, Toby is one of the best leaders I have ever worked with. She puts her whole heart into supporting our team. She leads by example and will always advocate for her teachers. She would never ask any other teacher to do something that she isn't willing to do, including teaching the most challenging students in low-level classes. She tackles any problem presented to her with grace and teaches our department and our students to do the same. She is never anything less than positive. Even during this year, when we have been thrown into the depths of the unknown, she has found solutions and bright spots and inspired others to do the same. Everyone knows they can turn to Toby for stability and support. Anyone who's worked with Toby knows what a blessing that is. She takes a heavy load and makes it lighter. Toby just wants what is best for everyone, and whether she realizes it or not, she is the best. Congratulations, Toby.
Okay. Thank you, guys. That's so sweet. Oh, thank you. I love being Dumbledore and I love Pierce High School. And considering I want to spend my entire work life at Pierce and I'm more than halfway there, this Lifetime Award, I truly treasure it. So thank you.
You are, congratulations. Jordan, are you done? Okay. That is clearly very deserving. Ms. Brooks was nominated by numerous different people. Like the list was so long. There really wasn't a decision to be made about who would win that award. So congratulations to our winners. Is Lorena on now? Could we at least show Lorena's face since
I was looking for her. I'm not sure if she's still there. I think she may have. Oh, there she is. Wait, hang on. I got her. Yay, there's Lorena. We're glad you're here. Sorry you missed your when we announced you early, but congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I tried to.
We had such a good surprise going that we. Of course
yeah, I had to drive faster than I couldn't do. Thank you so much.
Oh yes, congratulations.
And that concludes my portion of the meeting of the awards. The only one we have left is going to be at the end of the year luncheon on May 27th.